Human beings thought that this is the only world where living beings exist. Not only that, when you study the history of China and India many thousands of years ago, they thought that is the center of the whole world, China. That's the name China, they derived from that word they created, the center of the world. And I think the Chinese word is Chungkui or something like that, isn't it? Chungkui, center of the world. India also, they had the same belief, and they never thought that there are some other countries where living beings exist, because no communication, no connection. Not only that, until the Buddha explained the real nature of the whole universe, people had no idea about the other world system. So some could not believe that there are some world systems where living beings exist. So after gaining his enlightenment, he surveyed the whole universe. Then he found out there are many other places where living beings exist. Some are very fortunate, some are very unfortunate, divided into two groups. Then Indian cosmology also maintained some sort of belief earlier, but the Buddha did not accept that. He has given very rational interpretation about the world system. The Buddha is called Loka Vidu. One of the great qualities of the Buddha is called Loka Vidu. Loka means world. Vidu means knower. Knower of the world. Because when we study how he observed the world through his enlightenment, then we can understand the difference, how others explain the nature of the world system. He divided whole universe into three groups: Saptaloka, Sankharaloka, Akasaloka. Sapta means living being. Saptaloka, world system where living beings exist. One group. Then the other group is Sankhara Loka. Sankhara means elements. Only elements like earth, water exist, but no living being. So they have landed on the moon, they found out no living being there. They collected a little bit of earth from the moon. Now we can see that in Washington Museum I have seen grey color earth. So Mars they observe thoroughly and says there are evidence to prove that living beings existed there, but now nothing, empty. So certain world systems, living beings exist for a certain period, after that disappear. Now what is happening to this world? The way how human beings abuse this earth and how they pollute the environment, air, water, and how they destroy all the other living beings, how they destroy plant life. That means every day human beings are destroying this world where we live, saying that they are developing. They do not develop anything. Only for their own benefit, their comfort, they produce certain things, they do certain things, but they destroy the world. A creature, whether big or small, never appear in this world if that creature has nothing to do to maintain the environment. Tiniest creature, even insect, there is something for them to do, otherwise they never appear. But we are going on destroying, saying it is nuisance to us. But we never think we human beings are nuisance to all the other living beings. How selfish we are. Again, the plant life. A plant life never appears on this earth if there is no medicinal value, food value, or contribute toward the environment. Otherwise they never appear. But we are going on destroying forests and jungles and hills and everything, saying we are developing. So if we go on like this, there will be a day that living beings won't be able to survive on this earth because of the human being. But other living beings never do any harm to the world, to pollute the world, only human beings. So, certain other planets, astronomers have observed empty, but they believe the living being existed long ago. Again, they also believe that living beings start to survive in certain other world systems, planets. There is no end. Universes, not only one universe. There is no limit. The Buddha was the only religious teacher who said, Anumataggoyam bhikkhave sansaro puddakoti napanyayati avidya nivarananam sattan. He said, it is impossible to find out the beginning and the end of this universe. Beginning becomes the end becomes the beginning, circle. There is no beginning. But all the others say God created everything and one day God will destroy. This is a small children's language. A well-known free thinker in England, Bertrand Russell, very highly intellectual person, he says, among the founders of all those religions in this world, I respect only one man. He is the Buddha. Why? He did not make any false statement about the beginning, the origin of this world, because he knew what this world is. But all the others made false statement. This world was created by so and such time. It shows how poor their understanding capacity about the world. This is the way how intellectuals measure. So, in the teachings of the Buddha it is mentioned that there are 31 groups of living beings in the whole universe. In one planet there may be one or two groups. And here on this earth we can accept humans, animals, or spirit or ghost or devils on this earth. There is no separate world system for the spirit or ghost or devil. The same world where we exist, those living beings also exist. Animals, a spirit, ghost or devil, whatever names that we give. So the Buddha started from the hell, unfortunate. 4 unfortunate states. Naraka, Pirachena, Peta, Asura. Regarded as unfortunate living being. Naraka, Niraya, Apaya. These are the words used by the Buddha for the hell. He says, there is no particular area in this universe that where we can point out the hell is there. Hell is not located in any particular planet in this universe. All the other religions try to create fear in human mind, saying, oh, if you do not follow this, you will go to hell. And they do not know where this hell is. Just talk about hell, that's all. They say underground. Today, modern equipment and instruments are so advanced, you can drill up to the bottom, where the hell is there. You will be landed in another country, not in the hell. The Buddha said this. Only foolish people, he used this word, only foolish people believe that hell is located under this earth. This is our imagination. We are very ignorant. People come and mislead us, create fear, talking about hell. When they say, oh, you go to hell, we create our own imagination. The Buddha wanted to clarify this. There is no such particular area or planet or place that we can point out, this is hell. Hells exist in any part of the universe. Here also we can see the hell. Certain other planets also we can see the hell. Therefore, it is not a particular area, hell. Then what is the definitions of this word hell? Hell means from the very beginning up to the end of our life is nothing but suffering. No interval. The whole life suffer physically and mentally, that is hell. Whether that is human beings or animals or any other forms of living being. The whole life is nothing but suffering. That is called hell, not a one particular place. That is why Buddhism also taught, if you do bad karma or immoral, wicked, harmful, cruel thing, you will be born in hell. It does not mean that you go to another world called hell. Your rebirth or your existence again takes place in a very miserable, unfortunate place. That is hell. Please remember this. Don't believe what people come and talk about hell. Then,
After this, second stage is Tirachina, animals. Animals are called Tirachina. Those who walk like this, head is here. And monkey, baboon, chimpanzee raise up a little bit. But all the others walk like this. Cats and dogs and pigs and cows and all those, their heads are like this. Therefore they are called Tirachina. Also regarded as unfortunate. Why? By using their anger, ignorance, craving, they can commit bad karma. Like tigers, lions, pythons, and how they destroy other living beings for their food. But they have a lot of anger, hatred. Therefore they can create bad karma. They have mind. But they cannot create good karma. Their minds like that. They cannot develop kindness, compassion, sympathy and all these good qualities. They cannot. They have animal instinct for their survival, protection, find out food and pleasure, that's all. So they cannot develop their mind. They have to use the same mind that they got by birth. But human beings are not like that. You can develop and develop and develop and develop, there is no limit. This is the advantage of human life. Other living beings cannot develop this. Now we can tame tigers, lions, or fierce animals. How do we train or tame? By beating and creating fear. After that, they surrender. They don't attack because of fear. Then, sometimes they obey, listen to us. When you ask them to run, they run. When they have to come, they come. You may go and beat. Then they obey. But they have no sense of reasoning. This is good, this is bad, this is moral, this is immoral. No such definition. No sense of reasoning. Our wild animals, when we tame, they behave, but sometimes suddenly they go back to their animal nature, then attack. In circus, sometimes tigers or lions suddenly attack the master and kill. That means the fear they have forgotten, going back to the animal nature. So human beings are not like this. We have a lot of opportunities to cultivate, to develop, to purify, to extend our mind. Now we can understand how far scientists have developed their mind to understand many things that human beings have never heard. In time to come, they will discover many more things that we cannot imagine. And this is the nature of the human mind. So, animal life is unfortunate because they cannot cultivate their life. They had to stay back as animals until they finish the karmic energy that they have accumulated during the previous birth. So if they have not committed any more bad karmas, sometimes they may get the chance to come back to human life. How? Good and bad karmas they have accumulated are still in the waiting list, not spent everything. Because of that, animal life cannot use the good karma. When the bad karma is ended, then they may get the chance to come back to the normal human life. Buddha, previous birth stories, he mentioned he was born as elephant, a monkey, a squirrel, peacock, a fish during his previous birth, due to certain bad deeds that he has committed. But after ending the bad karmic energy, again he has gone back to normal human life. Therefore, animals never remain as animals forever, also changing. Then the third one is Preta. There are two groups, Preta and Asura. All the departed ones who are not being born as humans or animals or devas or brahmas belong to this group. A spirit, ghost or devil, we use different names. And some of them are very unfortunate. They lead a very miserable life because of their previous bad karma. Some others are not that bad, but remain there for a certain period, and again existence take place or rebirth take place. Now, as Buddhists, we do something, some meritorious deeds to transfer the merit, to release them. But we cannot release them if they are suffering in that so-called hell, because the karma is very heavy. We cannot release that. We cannot release animals by transferring merit. But we can release those who are waiting, having some difficulties to continue their journey, to maintain their life. They are the ones who can receive our merit, and we can transfer the merit to them, but not others. All the other stories that people have created against the teachings of the Buddha. Because one person cannot change another person's good karma or bad karma. The Buddha also cannot change it. This is the nature of karma. So, that is why we have to learn all these things to understand properly. Then, when rebirth takes place due to certain bad, cruel, very wicked, very harmful, very immoral way of life, so the existence takes place in one of those unfortunate states. As human beings, we abused, we misused our human life. We did not behave as human beings. Therefore, we are not entitled to be born as human beings again. So we must understand the real nature of human values, human intelligence, human dignity. But many people neglect and abuse, misuse. After they are dead, no chance to become humans again. That is why here the Buddha explained 4 unfortunate states. After they are dead, either in hell means not a separate world, suffering, or animal, or the spirit, or ghost. 4. So now you learned there are 4 unfortunate states. Teachings of the Buddha is called Dharma. I have explained why the teachings of the Buddha is called Dharma. Dharma means hold. Dharma means the method taught by the Buddha to support, to hold us without allowing us to get into one of those 4 unfortunate states. That is the meaning of Dharma. So if you follow the Dharma taught by the Buddha, our existence never takes place either in hell or animal or spirit or ghost. So Dharma protect us, support us. Then come to human life. 5th one, human. Human life is in between heaven and hell. This is the nature of human life. That means we can create our own hell. We can create our own heaven. There is no God, there is no Buddha to create hell or heaven. We create. That is why I told they are in between heaven and hell. Any moment if we want to create hell, very easily you can do that. If you want to create heaven, also you can do that. By knowing what is right, what is wrong, what is moral, what is immoral, if you adjust your way of life, then you can create heaven. By neglecting all these things, by using your anger, jealousy, ill will, grudge and craving and cruelty, if you do certain bad thing, then you are creating your own hell. This is the Buddha's way of interpretations of heaven and hell. Another person cannot create heaven or hell for us. The Buddha says he cannot create. The God cannot create. Only our imagination that we maintain, oh God, you sent us to hell, or God sent us to hell, our imagination. Only our own mind can create heaven or hell. Then as human beings, we have an extraordinary intelligence. This intelligence you cannot find in any other living being. Even devas, brahmas, we think they are higher than human. They too have one got that intelligence. That is why we are called manushya, mana, development of the mind, manushya. So very easily we can handle our life by using our intelligence. When we abuse our intelligence, then we pave the way for our life to suffer. When we cooperate, practice, follow the Dharma pointed out by the Buddha, then we create our own heaven. This is the nature of the human life. Then come to Devalok, divine realm. In English we say heaven. But all the other religions have only one heaven. As Buddhists, we have 6. We can choose our heaven, but others cannot choose. Even they come and tell you whether you like to go to heaven If you like, you must follow them. Then you can ask, why should we go to your heaven? That is for you. As Buddhists, we have 6 kinds of heaven. We can choose whatever we like. Then the names mentioned by the Buddha. Chatum Maharajika, Tavatinsa, Yama, Tusita, Nimmanurati, Paranirmita Vasavatti. 6 names were given by the Buddha according to their way of life. They do exist in this world also. They do exist in many other parts of the universe, in different planets. Now we had to suffer as small babies. Mother also had to suffer to deliver the baby. But those who were born in Devaloka or realm, heavenly realm, females never give birth. There is no such thing as giving birth. That is called spontaneous. The life exists there due to karmic energy and environment. So, no babies there, no young ones there, no old folks also. The life exists, remain there for a long period without change. That is why people are crazy to go to heaven. No sicknesses, no old age, exist, enjoy, sensual pleasure, enjoyed due to the good karma that they have accumulated during their previous birth when they were human beings. But devas do not perform any meritorious deeds. They have no particular religion. Just enjoy their sensual pleasure. Long period. After that, they do not know what will happen to them. That is why I told you they are ignorant. Human beings can understand that there will be death. After they are dead, there will be another existence. Therefore they can prepare for that. But devas have no such idea. They spent all the good merits, good karma that they have accumulated during their previous birth when they were human beings. When the karmic energy is ended, nobody knows where this existence again takes place. Because that is not the end of life. Heavenly life is not the end. As long as craving, attachment, ignorance remains in our mind, in any form of life, cannot stop rebirth, must exist again because of these energies. So, devas are very fortunate. By spending their good merits, they can enjoy their life for a long period. When their good merits are ended, nobody knows what happened to them. Sometimes become human, or sometimes become animals, nobody knows. Because there they do not accumulate good karma. Their way of life is like that. So altogether there are 6. Now we always talk about Tusita. Chatum Maharagya Tavansa Yama Tusita. 4th one. Tusita heaven or Devaloka is very popular because the Bodhisattva was watching there from that particular Devaloka to find out a suitable time for him to become human beings and to become the Buddha. Without watching, they never appear in this world, because during certain period, human beings are not ready to listen to this kind of teaching. Then Buddhas never appear. Certain period, when human beings are enjoying their life too much, the Buddhas never appear, because people are not ready to listen to him. During certain period, each and every person is suffering. Then the Buddhas never appear during that period. By considering very carefully their way of life, then the Buddhas appear in this world. So the time when he appeared, 2,500 years ago, our pleasant and unpleasant feeling 50 to 50. Then the proper time. Because of this, we can understand what is suffering, what is pleasant, what is unpleasant, we can understand. Then the Buddha preached by knowing our feeling, our understanding, our suffering, our pleasant feeling. There are 5 things you have to observe very carefully. Kalam, desancha, deepancha, kulang, matara. 5 things. Kala means proper time. Just now I mentioned. Suitable time. Now 2,500 years gone. Don't know how many thousands of years we had to wait to see another Buddha. And not so easy. Then desa, direction, whether the east or the west or the north or the south in this world. Then he found out east is more appropriate for him to gain enlightenment. All the great religious teachers also appeared in the east, not in the west. There is some sort of maturity in the spiritual development people gain who belong to the east, not the west. So he has chosen the east. Then the country. Which country is suitable at that time? Some people say all the Buddhas appear only in India. I don't agree with that. The Bodhisattva, before his enlightenment, he observed very carefully which country is suitable. The world system never remained like this without changing. Now India was suitable at that time. India also changing. There may be some other countries which are more suitable, more convenient for Buddha to appear. Therefore, who knows whether he will appear in China or Japan or America or England. Today we cannot say. But at that time he observed very carefully which country is suitable, whether people are ready to listen to his teaching, in which country people are ready. Then he choose. Kalam, desancha, deepancha. Then kula, caste or class. Human beings always divide into different classes or different castes. Some are higher, some are lower. Some are very unfortunate, some are very fortunate. Discriminations are there. So the Bodhisattva choose a suitable class to become a human being. Then he noticed Sakya clan was suitable at that time because they were the ruler, the warrior of the country. So he has not chosen any other caste or class. Sakya clan. Last one is mother, not the father. Mother is more important. From the very day when the conception started in the mother's womb, his fetus developed according to the mother's way of life, mind, character, behavior, mood, attitude, temperament, all these things influence that baby. Therefore, mother is very, very important. So, he has chosen Queen Mahamaya. So many years they have been waiting for a baby, King Suddhodana and Queen Mahamaya. I think they were nearly 40 years old at that time. Finally, Prince Siddhartha was born, Queen Mahamaya as mother. These are the things that they observe very carefully. So, Tusita Devaloka is the one very cultured and very useful way of life, other than the Chatur Maharajika Tavat, the Buddha's mother. After her death, she became one of the male Deva, not female, become a male Deva in this Tusita heaven. So that is why it is mentioned the Buddha had to reach her, because he supported all the other members of the royal family. So there was no chance to support the mother, and went to see her and help her. So then there are 16 Brahma worlds. Brahma world is higher than Devaloka, heavenly realm. Their lifespan is higher than Devaloka, and their way of life is more fortunate than those who are in Devaloka. Why? They do not experience any kinds of burdens, physically or mentally. They experience lot of peace, calmness, satisfaction in their life. Then who are those people? When they were human beings, they have cultivated, developed, trained, purified their minds, either through meditation or through understanding. They could manage to culture their minds. So after their death, rebirth will take place not as human being, not in Devaloka, but higher than this Devaloka Brahma world. So there are 16 kinds of Brahma world where rebirth takes place according to the degrees of their mental development, mental culture and good karmic attitudes. They can spend for a long period according to the environment of that particular area. Even thousands of years they can exist. Before the Buddha come into existence, Indian religions believe that is the final salvation. Brahma world is the final goal. No more rebirth. Stop. The Buddha pointed out, no. Brahma world is not the final goal. Why? Those Brahmas also have craving for existence. They also have attachment. Therefore, they cannot end their life by keeping all these things in their mind. After their death, again existence takes place. 16. Then Brahmas divided into two groups. Rupaloka, Arupaloka. Rupa means physical body. Physical body exists. Mind is not active. Just like under anesthetic injection. No feeling. Body exists. Long period. This is the nature of their life. So they have no burdens, responsibilities, trouble or pain, no ache or sicknesses, nothing. Completely free. But the physical body exists. Those who have developed meditation, by developing their mind, by reducing their fear and worries, ache and pain because of their sicknesses and old age, then rebirth has taken place through the power of that mental development in one of the Brahma world where the body exists without active mind. Another group, active mental energy is functioning but no physical body. Invisible. There is no physical body, but the life is there, mental energy is there. Difficult for us to understand. But we should not deny certain things although we cannot understand. There are many things that we cannot understand, but we should not deny. One day we will be able to understand this. So the nature of this life. But the Buddha advised us not to work to attain any one of these. It is a utter wastage, the Buddha says. We waste our life there for a long period. After their death again, existence can take place where they can satisfy with their life. They had no chance to perform any religious services, meritorious deeds, or the further development of the mind in that place. Just exist, either physically or mentally. Then altogether 31. This is the way how Buddha has categorized all those living beings into 31 groups. Then we exist here today in this world. After our death, we do not know in which world system that we will be born. And certain other living beings who exist in other world system may appear in this world system. Now one day, this world completely disappears. This is not permanent. Any world system, even the sun and the moons and galaxies, all of them are changeable, decaying and disappear, but reappear. Dispersed particles, molecules, atoms and energies, electrons again combine together. Then existence takes place. But those who could not understand this created the concept or the belief that God creates. God means all those energies, electron, proton, neutron, atom, molecules will combine together, again the formation takes place. Now this earth exists, going on changing, going on decaying. After decaying, one day disintegrate. Before, no world. World means this world. All the others remain. Then, what will happen to all those living beings on this earth if there is no world for them to exist? That is why the Buddha said there are endless world systems where rebirth or existence can take place. Depend on our degrees of the good karma or bad karma. If bad karmas are heavy, then our existence takes place in one of those unfortunate states where there are more suffering. Life from the beginning up to the end is suffering. Again, if our good karmas are heavy, then exist in certain world system where life is not miserable, can lead to some sort of gain, some sort of satisfaction in our life. Again, don't know after how many millions or billions of years time, when the formation takes place, this world system again appear. Dispersed particles, molecules and gravity, all these energies remain. No one can destroy them. Again get together, accumulate together, then start to develop, then turn into elements. Then elements going on developing, the formation take place. This earth, other planets, also the same. Therefore it is not created by the God or destroyed by the God. All these occurrences are natural. Nobody behind them. So the Buddha explained very unbiasedly for us to understand the nature of our existence and the nature of the world where we exist and nature of the universe, world system. Now this is the way how we introduce 31 planes of existence. Which one do you prefer? You can choose. That's why I told you. You create your own heaven, you create your own hell. Another person cannot do that. Ready? Sharing of merits. Punya kammena upajjaya gunottara acharya upakaraca mata pita piya mama suryo chandi maharaja gunavanta narapicha Brahma Maharaja Indacha Lokapalacha manusaca majjatave kapica sabbe satta sukhiyantu punyani pakatani me sukhanca tidam dentu kippang papeta omatam imina punya kammena imina uddisena ca kippaham sulabe ceva tannupadana ce ye santane nadamma yava nibbanato mama nasantu sabbadaeva yatta jato bhave bhave ujujito satipanyo salleko viriyavamin maralabantu nukasan katunca viriyesume buddhadi pavronato nato aruttamo nato pacceka sambuddho sangho nato taro mama tesottamanubhavena maro kasang labantu ma Bhavsabmangalam rakhantu sabbadevata sabbabudhanubhavena sada sottivantu te Bhavtu sabbmangalam rakhantu sabbadevata sabbadhammanubhavena sada sottivantu te Bhavtu sabbmangalam rakhantu sabbadevata sabbasanghanubhavena sada sottivantu te.